We will now see how to create gamification with HiSocial. The first step, as always, is to log in to your HiSocial account and go to the control panel. Here we see gamification module, and here is the create button. Unlike other types of promotions with HiSocial, where you can create unlimited number of promotions, when it comes to gamification, you can only create one gamification due to the special characteristics of this module, and you can publish it on both Facebook and on your website. We will click on Create button to start creating gamification. When you first create gamification, these fields will be empty, but in order to speed up the process and illustrate this on a practical example, we have already filled in the information necessary to complete gamification. First we have the title, and then we have the description of the gamification. The description and the title will be visible to the users before they log in to access the gamification. Therefore, you should provide enough information to encourage users to log in. For example, you can use join our VIP club and win exclusive promotions, prizes, etc. Then we have the URL of the promotion. This URL can later be shared on social networks and on your Facebook page. Then we choose the language and click on Next. The second step, we choose the actions we want users to perform. Before we continue, it is necessary to briefly explain how the system works. Once the users log in, they will see a number of actions they can perform. The system will give the user a certain number of points based on the action. For example, you can ask users to visit a certain URL, and then the system gives them 5 points for that action. Then we have sharing on social networks, where we can, for example, give 10 points, and so forth. So the users will accumulate points. When users reach a certain number of points, the system assigns them a level. For example, if they have 50 points, they achieve bronze level. If they have 150, they reach silver level, etc. Additionally, there are badges which are given to the users who perform various actions of same type. For example, if the user logs in 5 days in a row, the user is given the active badge. If the user follows your account on 2 or 3 social networks, the user will get social user badge. We can distinguish two types of actions: the automatic actions within the system and the actions that we as developers can specify. When it comes to automatic actions, the following are available currently: a login action which deducts the points for not logging in. For example, if the user does not visit a certain URL or your website within 48 hours, the system deducts a point. And then we have the random action, when users are randomly given the number of points. These actions of the first type are what we call automatic actions, since we as promoters do not regulate them. The second type of actions are the actions that we as developers can specify if we want users to perform them. And those are the actions you see on this page. We see that there are several actions related to following on social networks. Then we have several actions to share on social networks. Then we have actions to visit a certain URL and dynamic URL actions, where we can specify our blog feed so users can visit every day and find a different post on our blog. On this page you can include additional actions you want users to perform and add them to automatic ones. For example, if you want users to follow you on Facebook, you would mark this field here, and here you would provide the Facebook page you want users to follow. The same goes for Twitter, and here are other social networks available in this program as well. Once we have defined these actions, we can continue. And here we have prizes. This field is very important. It is optional, but we highly recommend you fill in this field. The idea is to give awards and discounts to the users who have completed a certain action or who have achieved a certain level or a certain badge, which will motivate them to do these actions in the first place. For example, let's say we are giving a weekend trip for the users who reach the gold level, or we can give 20% discount to the users who reach silver level. Besides the condition of acquiring a certain level, we can also specify a certain number of points or certain badges, and then we can organize a competition or sweepstake to distribute the prizes. It is always recommended to offer prizes that will motivate users to join. Once we have set up the prizes, we click on Next, and here is where we can publish gamification. We can post on Facebook, in which case there will be a separate tab created on your Facebook page, or you can publish on your website, or you can choose to publish on both. For example, we will choose to publish on the website. Click on Publish Now button and copy the code. Go to your website. Depending on the website you're using, the process might be different. After you have copied and pasted the code, you click on Preview, and here is the gamification program. As you can see, here we have the title we have provided and we have description, and users can connect with Facebook or Twitter, or if they want, they can connect with an email and a password. We'll choose Login with Twitter account. We have chosen here to log in with our Twitter account, and here we have several sections of the gamification. First, we have set of actions, and for each of these actions users get a certain number of points, for example 5 points, 10 points, etc. Here we have the leaderboard, the number of points you have achieved so far, and you can see the ranking per week, month, etc. Being ranked in a good position would be motivating for the users, which will encourage them to visit your gamification program on a regular basis. Here is the profile of the users, together with the number of points, the levels, and the badges. And in the end, we have the box for the award, where you can provide description. And that's everything you need to know in order to create gamification with HiSocial.